Good evening. This is Susan of the North. I've been a week or two away from recording. I've had a lot going on in my personal life. My husband is passed, and I've been doing the visioning and processing to accompany the emotions at hand with the long saga of aging and failing. But I drew a rune today from a new rune deck I made out of bloodstone. And this rune is, I'm not sure of my pronunciation. It's spelled Y-R. I'm going to go Yar. But it's like the tree of life with the roots. It stands for the feminine, the deeply grounded, earthing, natural feminine that just reaches. There's something so anchoring about being rooted and feminine and receptive to what one is feeling and going through in the moment. And you know that life is going to continue. The sun is going to come up every day. The birds are going to sing, the wind's going to come up, the weather's going to change. You still feel that void where the one who is past is or was, but they are always in the heart. So my husband was a man who practiced shamanism and taught me things that I didn't previously know. One of the visions that came to me while I was dealing with the round of emotions that were coming on was that of a bear joyfully playing. And one of the names that came to me is Bear Dreamer. It's nice to be able to go into the earth and root, and that's the feminine. And when we are reaching for the awareness from the sky, in the old traditions, that is the masculine. There's an old way that this rune was drawn with 3 arms reaching up and 3 arms reaching down on the same pattern. And I have always understood that to be the tree of life. And in the Norse cosmology, the tree of life connects everything. If you look at the art from that time period, I wish I had some to show you right now, but I'm just speaking as words come to me. The art from those times, the Viking times beyond and before and around then, life was integrated. We didn't have the illusion of separation that we have been operating with for hundreds of years. And it's a time to renew the powers of the divine feminine. We all have within us, whether we are men or women, we all have within us an aspect of the feminine and an aspect of the masculine. The right brain is intuitive and creative and playful, and the left brain is logical and analytical. And these two have their sources within our own heads where they match and meet. Traditionally, in indigenous cultures, the man held the structure so that the woman could be creative and playful. And within our own minds, that means in some ways that the ideas we hold about things allow us to be creative and playful or inhibit that creative playfulness. And I think that for us to integrate ourselves within the tree of life with all life forms, not just humans, not just the animals we favor, like cats and dogs and pets and farm animals and things, but with all beings, plants, animals, all beings, even the elements have a level of consciousness. Those who have worked in the shamanic tradition are well aware of this. And I would like to invite those who have not worked in the shamanic tradition to dip their foot in the water a little bit, to learn to speak with the waters and the winds and the trees, and to be able to know the thoughts of your pet, not just what you read into it. I began the work with these runes with the goal of sharing a system of knowledge that is a beautiful way for people to integrate themselves with energy work, but not only energy work. A rune for self-knowing is a simple thing you can do once a day or whenever you have a question. You could create or buy a rune set make a little pouch to put them in, reach into it with a question. My question was, what's next? Because I'm entering a new chapter of my life. And I drew Thurizaz, also called Thurs or Thorn. It's about projection. What thoughts, feelings am I projecting onto my loved one? What thoughts, feelings have I held about myself? It looks at what we blame is what we project in order not to see what's going on within. It's a very psychological thing, but then so is the path of philosophy and the question, know thyself. So I've babbled on a bit today, but I wanted to leave you with these thoughts. What's next for you? What's next for me? What's next for the world? We're seeing so many challenges now. What do we stand for? What is the foundation that we stand on? We, you, me, I. The tree of life doesn't hold any differences. It just creates space for awareness. What we give attention to is where our thoughts follow and where our life leads. So are you giving attention to the things that will lead you in the direction that your life wants to go? The runes are good for all of these questions and answers. But I think I've blathered on long enough tonight. So I'm going to say this is Susan of the North. I've had 2 runes of the day and a little bit of an explanation of why I have been absent from this channel for a couple of weeks. May you be blessed.